What's happening, everybody? What's going on out there, guys and girls? Just been to the shop. A couple of bits. Hello, mate. How you doing? Michael's out there, look. Tell you what, I'm going to sit down and have a little joint, not a huge one, just a one Rizzler paper and a bit of an energy drink. It's a bit warm tonight, man. Or it is on that bike. I've only just been to the shop and back, but I've been well, I'll show everybody in a video later. I've been doing quite a bit of gardening. Yeah, mate, I will be in a minute. I've just been doing quite a bit of gardening, but I was down to my last couple of spliffs, but my mate's in, so I just treated myself to a quarter. How about that? Something for the weekend. A Q. But then I don't drink, so to be honest with you. That's what I like about weed, the fact you can get stoned and still do whatever you want to do, sensibly. Whereas if you have a drink, I'm ended up in bed, mate, if I have a drink, being sick. But, yeah. Let me plug this charger in. Can't stand gardening. How much is a quarter? I just paid quite a bit for this. 60 quid for this. So I've got 7 grams. Or 60. But it's really strong. Can't stand gardening. I don't know. Mine's like a jungle, because obviously I've been trying to decorate in here. But I bought a new battery strimmer and I'm getting right into it. You haven't had a joint for at least 9 years. Fair play, mate. That would blow your brains off then, if you had one now. I guess I'm lucky in a way, because it affects me differently because of my ADHD and autism and that. I can literally sit here and smoke everybody under the table, because it affects me differently. You had to stop smoking due to what, drug tests? Oh, mate, yeah. I'll tell you what, Mick, you could probably be in a room with people puffing. You'd probably get smashed off of just the fumes. I reckon. Oh, the old random tests. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer, really. Well, I think in the future, like I think weed would be legal when we're old men, putting our pensions. I think weed would probably be legal then. Cheap way to get high. Yeah, mate. Off of everyone else's fumes. Weren't me, mate. I just inhaled it. That's why a lot of sportsmen have come out with that excuse. I forget some sprinter. I forget his name now. Dark fella from London. He made out his mates was all puffing, and he was just in the room. But yeah, crazy. Yeah, mate. I've always said that, mate. I've always said that. I even turned my old dad's way of thinking around, mate, and even he agreed with me. It's mad, bruv, right? How you can go down the offie. I can go down the offie now, buy 10 bottles of vodka. I'll tell you what, we'll buy 200 quid's worth of vodka. I can come back here, drink myself to death, and that's actually legal. but I can't go down the road, buy 20 quid's worth of weed and smoke it because it's illegal. Crazy, isn't it? I know what I'd rather have my kids doing than that, to be honest with you. And all those people tuning in probably going, oh, but it's a gateway drug, it's a gateway drug. Well, it isn't really. Hang on, I'll let that through, because you swore it stopped coming through, but I'll just put it back. Yeah, it is, mate. It is totally screwed right up, man. Don't get me wrong, I used to drink, do you know what I mean? I used to be one of the lads and that. But not for the last, what am I now, 52? I suppose I ain't really drunk since I was about 25, 26, 27. I drink at Christmas, whether that's... In fact, I lectured the mental health woman. She said, oh, do you drink? I said, only at Christmas. She said, oh, you're a drinker then. I said, no. I said, you put me down as a non-drinker, mate. I said, I'll touch it once a year. Exactly, mate. Exactly. All get stoned. No, just sitting there. It's more... Well, I was talking to a young lad who was working in the shop about, like, the young kids and that. And I said it's more sociable. Like, I thought it was more... And he agreed with me. The fact that you can all have a spliff with your mates, pass a spliff around, talk about whatever. Whereas if you was all pissed, mate, you'd just be getting on each other's nerves, mate, wouldn't you? You'd be getting on each other's nerves and probably fighting each other. I've seen that before as well. Me and my pals all fighting amongst ourselves. Me being one of the culprits, but not anymore. That's the ADHD though. Obviously I didn't need any persuasion going down the naughty paths. Saying that, I weren't really that naughty, really, compared to some of them. I'm still here, so I can't be that naughty. Crazy, mate. I think by the time we're old codgers, bruv, you'd be able to go down the road and buy yourself 20 spliffs. Do you know what I mean? I think... And what they should do really is what they did in America and that. What they did there in Canada, especially America, really run down areas, right? Really poor. We're talking really poor, run down area. A bit like Britain now. It's getting poor, it's getting run down. And what they did in America, they legalised it in the States, put all the money, all the tax back into that town, and that town's booming, mate. Because that's what we should do. They're cracking down dealers' lots, getting raided in Suffolk, are they? I keep hearing old Bill going along that main road up there. Like that A26, as if they're going into Maidstone or Malling or something. But yeah, there's a lot of shifty business in Suffolk. I've only really been Oddersley Bay, the young offenders. That was 88, about 6 years before the Essex boys got there. But I was in there with a few Essex boys. It's the only time I've really been in Suffolk. I didn't really know I was fucking there. I was only 17, man. I was 17. I got in the meat wagon at Tunbridge. Everyone was talking like me. I got out of Suffolk and everyone was talking like country bumpkins, like sounding really strange. I thought, where the fuck am I, mate? Didn't even know where I was. And then this Essex lad come out. Foreign growers. Yeah, man. A lot of that goes on in Nottinghamshire as well, mate. With the old gangs and that. They lock people in there, some of them, don't they? Say, right, you're stopping in there. And they're like, don't come out. But I think a lot of them bullshit. I think a lot of them get caught in there, say, oh, we were forced to stay in here. But obviously they're getting paid, aren't they? We've had a few places over the years, a few like little places. Don't know whose stash it was. It's a good thing about drug stashes, you can just rob them because they can't do anything, can they? Really, if they don't know it's you. Obviously, if they know it's you, you might have a different story there. But crazy. Anyway, I've got to get some of this weed grinded up, man. In fact, I've still got a little bit in a bag somewhere. And a new backy pouch. Hang on, mate. Police woke you up. Wanted your details. What, so because you wouldn't give them your name and address, they could have arrested you for that? For drunken disorderly, even though you clearly were. Well, no, I don't think that's drunk. You know what I mean? If you was, I call disorderly causing a bit of a row. If you're just a kip on a bench, man, how's that bothering anyone? Wankers, aren't they? Hang on, you swore again, I think. You was asleep. I'd have just let you go. I'd have just let you carry on having a kip, mate. Really. It's like when they get these homeless people, get out of that tent, move that tent along. Do you know what I mean? Where else are they fucking supposed to go? Do you know what I mean? Same as travellers, really. They're gypsies. They always get moved on and that. I can see where they're coming from. Takes a piss, doesn't it? You can't do nothing nowadays, mate. You even look at someone the wrong way. Oh, you've hurt me there. You've offended me. It's just bullshit, man, isn't it? Fucking... I hate to think what... I'll tell you what, I'm glad I'm the age I am. Because I ain't going to be here forever. And like... Fucking... It's just going to be full of pansies, man, in years to come. You're from a traveller's background. I'm with you. I've got a traveller geezer next door. Yeah, grew up with travellers. You're worried for your son's future? Any particular reason, or just the state of the world? He's only 3. Oh, bruv. He might just about make it into a world where there's a little bit of sensibleness still there, I think, possibly. Yeah, mate, the planet, yeah, it's in a right mess, man. Look at the planet. The planet and what's going on and everything. It's all bullshit, man. You got Israel, which just make me laugh. Israel, right? Always going about the Holocaust and the war and all that shit, right? Yet they're out there doing exactly what fucking the Germans were doing. Idiots, man. About time we fucking, the world stepped in there and went, just shut the fuck up, man, for half hour. Yeah, Russia. It's because we've kissed his ass, bruv, for years and years and years. We've kissed his ass. And really, we shouldn't be kissing his ass, really, to be honest with you. I don't even think Russia's own people, well, some of them know what's going on. The ones that have got a VPN. But yeah, just... And the thing that makes me laugh about Russia and Ukraine, all you Russians out there watching this, because I know I've got Russian and Ukrainian followers, subscribers, you're all killing your own people, guys. You was all part of, like, the USSR, the big USSR once. Really, you're all kind of the same breed, and you're killing each other. Ridiculous. It's like that copper. Did you see that copper at Manchester jumping over that fella? Jumping on his head? I'd have fucking banged him right out, man. I wouldn't have jumped on his head because I'm not that kind of guy, but... Yeah, I think he's done some serious damage to the bloke. Trump. Yeah, but I think Trump's a bit of a... I think Trump's a bit of a numpty, sad to say that. But when he was in last time, he was shaking the Russian leader's hands and doing all sorts of mad stuff. I just don't know. I don't think Trump's that stable, to be honest with you. And I honestly think he'll get wiped out by the bullet, like what happened now. I think that someone will come after him. But I think that woman will win anyway, but who knows? A bloke punched a copper and broke her nose. That weren't on if she weren't doing anything to him. I've not really had any scuffle with women police officers. Been chased by a few, but and again, I grew up in a day when, back in my day, getting nicked, you'd have a little scuffle with a copper, and it was all part and parcel of it. Whereas now, he'd be nicking you for assault and all sorts. But back in my day, getting arrested, you'd have a little tear up. You'd have a little tear up with him, or I used to. Oh, right, is that why he kicked him in the head? I don't know. I'm not. It's still a bit wrong though, isn't he? Jumping up and down on his head, wasn't he? I think he's got he's got some serious damage, I think. Oh, world's fucked, man. Oh, world's fucked, man. Country's full of foreigners. Government's telling us we're all skinned, yet we got a country full of illegal immigrants, man. Oh, yeah. No discipline, man, is there? Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Beating the shit out of your kid is wrong. Do you know what I mean? That's child abuse. But there's a clear difference between giving your kid a slapped ass because he's touching a fire or whatever, or being a naughty boy, and beating the shit out of him. Do you know what I mean? There's a big difference there. But yeah, I agree that. Well, I don't know. Well, that's what sent everyone the way it is, for sure. Whether it's right to hit a kid in any form is debatable, isn't it? Obviously, we went through it in our day. No doubt our dads went through it a lot harder. And you know what I mean? And their dads even harder than that. But I don't know. I don't know whether parents should be allowed to hit kids. I don't know whether anybody should be allowed to hit kids, really. Even if the kid's been a right naughty little... So, I mean, in my day, I had ADHD, which was all just unheard of. I always got a slap round the head, mate. I did. But an ADHD kid, that's the thing with an ADHD kid. An ADHD kid, a normal kid, he'd get a slap and he'll learn. An ADHD kid, he'd get a buzz out of that and he'll come back for another slap. Yeah, mate, I had the slipper, the ruler, the cane. I never had the cane, I had the ruler. The slipper. I had the slipper, and that was all at primary school. I think by the time I got to Hugh Christie, Tunbridge, that's when they outlawed it, when I got there. But yeah, they were beating all the they did, man. They're beating all the primary school kids up, man. Oh yeah, the blackboard rubber. We used to have a teacher called Mrs. What was her name? Geography, Mrs. Parks. And she used to try and throw that at me about 100 miles an hour. But I was pretty quick at moving. So it used to hit the window. But yeah. Crazy. No, I don't think, right, that they should be allowed to hit kids. Anybody. Maybe that's right or wrong, I don't know, but that's what I think. In this day and age now, people need to talk more, do you know what I mean? If you've got a lively kid, take him to athletics or boxing or something, do you know what I mean? Get him active. That's half the problem now. All these kids are just sitting indoors, aren't they? Looking at screens. Whereas in my day, well, in your day as well, You was like indoors, grab your football, your push bike or whatever, down the woods, fucking, do you know what I mean? Just causing the mischief. Causing like mischief and that. Well, we certainly were around here. Right, where's the wow. Huge buds now, this bit. Hang on, I'll read that in a second. In fact, I've got to put my reading glasses on. Take these fucking shades off, man. You got caught, kicked out of school. Ooh. Ah. But he's pretty locked up now, isn't he, that lad? Yeah, I left school at 15. I was chopping down trees at 15. My dad said, "Do you want a job, boy?" I said, "All right then." He said, "Get down the pub. That's when you could walk in a pub and get a job." Chopping down trees, man. What was that? I think that was 15 quid a day, which was not too bad back then. But then when I was 16, I went and done a baking apprenticeship. From the pound shop. Yeah, that's what I got, man. I got mine out of, in fact, get some really nice ones out of, yeah, it might have even been, they were £1.50, mine were. But what I've noticed is I don't squint with these on. I've got a proper pair of glasses somewhere with a prescription in it, but God, waving that streamer about. 3 for £3, that's pretty good. Where's that? You're getting a better deal than me. I go in where Woolworths used to be in Tunbridge, whatever that's called. Rizzlers. It might even be the pound shop that I go in, you know, I don't know. Because I get my Galaxy chocolate drink in there, well cheap. I think it's about £2 something in there. But yeah, the price of everything, the price of food is just ridiculous. I think food went up during COVID and just fucking stayed up. It's 90p, what's that, for big ones or little ones? Oh man. Smoking, eh? Surprised I ain't completely banned all of it. What makes me laugh is they tried hiding the fags to get all the kids off them. All the kids are on the fucking vapes, man. All the kids are on the vapes. Crazy. They've just swapped from one thing to another. The old kids have. Where we would have started on the fags, they now starting on the vapes. Yeah, that's where the money is, isn't it? I mean, obviously, it's a lot more dangerous as well, isn't it, now, to like ship stuff about. It's like milk. Before COVID, I used to get one of those massive bottles of milk with litres and litres in it for £1, man. It's like £2 now, £3. Alright, what I'm going to do is get a record from down there, I think. Yeah, mate, mine's just, I have to spend, even though I'm classed as like severely disabled with me autism and that, even that, I still get charged council tax that I have to pay, bedroom tax, fucking, they give it to you with one hand and take it off you with the other. I have to pay, that's just gone up. Monthly, my bedroom tax is about 217 a month. It's just like I'm paying 2 bedroom taxes. And I was fucking born here, man. Oh, I was born here. 9 years. No, it ain't easy. I'm lucky in that respect. Where I looked after my dad, I just succeeded my mum and dad's tenancy. But then I'm youngest of 5 kids, so basically what happened is the tenancy came to me with all the discount and everything. I got everything my mum and dad would have had, and that's why Clarion don't really like me, because I'm getting on their nerves. Normally, I suppose they offer people a few grand and they get out. Well, I ain't getting out. They should have it like it used to be, Mick, where they had rates. Remember the rates? It used to be in with your rent, and it was all in. Everything was in your rates, weren't it? Now it's just fucking separate bill for everything. Yes, mate. I've lived here all my life. My dad was born in the next road, Carter's Lane. You can't remember the rates? It was all in with the rent. Yeah, man. It was all in with the rent, your rates. And that was your water, everything else was all tied in together. Yeah, mate. I'm sitting on a little money making. I've got the maximum discount, 70%. That's why I'm doing this ADHD work coach thing, because I'm quite capable of earning some good money. So I'm gonna do this work coach thing and see what he says, and then I don't know. It's only money, isn't it? I spend all mine on records, man. Yes, mate. You have a good night, and I'm off anyway. I'm going to charge my phone because I'm down to 90%. I keep doing these mega lives. Anyway, whatever you're doing, have a good one. Be lucky. I'll catch everyone a bit later.